know you guys have always been, confident. Just give us your sense of confidence now going into this game, especially after the way you guys win again coming from behind.
Ain't nothing changed. Same old, same old. Coming in, confident as usual. We trust our scheme, trust our training, so nothing changed.
What are your thoughts on going to California this week, taking on ASU?
I'm going home. I'm going home to see my family, and just happy to be back in California.
Is that exciting for you though to get to be able to play in front of fans for the country?
I'm just happy to be back home. It's a business trip, but it's exciting to see my family. A lot of my family and friends there from high school, and a lot of my family members I don't get to see like that, so I'm happy.
You were just a freshman when you guys had that big win against USC at Mary. What do you remember from that play?
I just remember Mike Bercovici falling face first in the grass, laying there. And I remember the picture of me jumping into the pile when Jalen was trying to get it from up under the pile. And that's a legendary win for for our school and our program. But hopefully it doesn't have to come down to that again this week. But that's something you'll never forget. Winning on a Hail Mary against USC in the Coliseum.
It seemed like you're disappointed in your performance against Cal. What do you think didn't go as well?
Man, a lot of misreads, and I was physical. I mean, of course, being physical, I was there, but a lot of misreads. When you go back and look at the film, and you be like, oh man, I should have had that one, or man, maybe if I would have took this step. So I mean, a lot of misreads, and I didn't have on paper. It wasn't a lot of MAs, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm hard on myself. So it's like I made a lot of MAs and stuff like that. But it is what it is. I take it week by week, and it's a new week. I'm positive. Coming in, we got USC this week, so I mean, there's nothing you can do about last week. But I'm fine. We're good.
When you look at USC, what kind of challenges do they play?
I mean, it's USC. It's USC. They come to play every week. A lot of they're athletic on defense, very athletic, very talented on defense. Very disciplined on defense. So, I mean, it's USC. It's what you expect from them. So, we just ready to play.
Outside of the way you guys got this halfway coming from behind left again, and what that does for your confidence if you're ever in that kind of situation again.
It's just, we pull together as a team. We always talk about linking up and just having the ability to, no matter how many points we're down or maybe how bad we've played in the first half, to always come back and finish strong, because that's the most important part to a football game is the finish. So.
Everybody in the stadium saw last week the knee injury and thought it might be pretty serious. What was it like in the locker room going in, and then the relief of being able to come back out and play?
I mean, I wanted to go back in probably 2-3 plays after it happened, but I had to get cleared by the doctor. So the whole time I was inside, I was basically begging for them to let me go out back on the field. I told them I was fine and everything. So just being able to be out there with my teammates is the most important part to me.
It looked serious based off of reactions, not only from yourself but from the teammates. So it's just nothing more than just getting hit on the knee helmet.
No, I'm good. I'll be out there on Saturday. So.
From your perspective, the Hail Mary in 2014, how did you see it, and what was your immediate reaction?
It was insane. It's crazy because right before that play, the whole sideline was just kind of hoping and wishing and praying, and it ended up working out in our favor. But my eyes were closed. My eyes were completely closed. I was on the sideline with my fingers crossed, and I think I was holding somebody's hand, and I can't remember whose it was, but we just heard the stadium go crazy, and we looked up, and I was all over the screens and stuff like that, and then we ended up celebrating and won the game. So.
As you look at this year's USC team, what kind of challenges do you think?
They're always talented. It's USC. They always get a lot of big recruits and people that can just flat out play football. So we're just going to have to go out there and play hard and play them, every snap and try to win every snap, one step at a time.
I can't complain about a 4-0 record, but is maybe emphasis this week to really start out strong, something that hasn't happened in the first 4 weeks?
We're just going to continue to play football. You put too much pressure on one thing or another to really come out strong, and then maybe you don't finish well. So we're just going to continue to play football and go out there. And of course, we want to come out fast and things like that. So.
Here at this point in the season and undefeated, there's kind of you can kind of sense the quiet confidence.
Mhm.
How gratifying is it to be in this position at this point?
Well, we're underdogs. We've always been underdogs. Everybody always counts us out. They don't think or expect us to win football games, and I think that's it's spawning a fire inside this football team, and it's growing more and more every day. So if that's what people want to do, I think we kind of like it now. We got a chip on our shoulder, and we just go out and play football.
You mentioned starting fast and wanting to start fast. How valuable can that be, especially on the road, hostile environment, not allowing that crowd to kind of get going?
It's crazy because I feel like we kind of thrive from behind. It's weird. It's not always necessarily a good thing because sometimes you can't always pull it out and come back like we have in the past 2 weeks. So I think it's just important to establish ourselves earlier on in the game so that we don't always have to play comeback.
Despite USC struggles this year, there's something special about going over to LA underneath the lights.
I'm not from California or anything like that, but a lot of my teammates are. So that's a special situation for them to go back home and play, at USC. A lot of these kids had the opportunity to go there and maybe decided not to, or picked here over there, whatever the situation may be. But we have a lot of people that are from California that they hold that game very near and dear to their hearts, and I hold it dear to my heart just because it's my teammate. So.
Dave mentioned, your teammate D-Rich is one of them.
Mhm.
They're going to get to see some family, but it is a business trip.
Yeah.
Actually be to kind of get a win for those guys, like you said, in an area they're familiar with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, some of these guys they grow up, and some of these guys have dreamed for playing, at USC. Maybe it didn't work out that way, or maybe their dreams changed later on in their careers or whatever. But it's big for them to be able to go back home and play football.